Hello and welcome to Fatecaster.
Yes!
Gabe's back. Everyone say hi, Gabe.
Hi, Gabe.
Hi, good to have you.
Gabe.
Good to have you. Hi. Hi, Amy. Last we saw our party, at least in this waking world, the party was continuing to try find their path forward. Requiem and Zelphira met with Captain James Mephisto, who was in a heated argument with Ysolde as he was requesting funds for Virelia's funeral. Reckon Z uncovered intel regarding the nature of Lenora's death, specifically that it seemed it was a very intentional assassination, someone using necromancy to compel Race to carry out the deed for them. Targul slept off his wounds in the Midnight Garden, while Nyx and Requiem headed off to the Red Lantern in an attempt to get to Grimm and Morel before High Inquisitor Seraph Thryn could. They were halfway successful and managed to escape with Morel without getting themselves caught. Quite the feat.
Biscuits?
We ended the session in the Midnight Garden, where the party was distracted by a fox. There, Nyx, in the guise of CC, encountered our familiar Doc Fox friend and agreed to a bargain with him, his shadow, in exchange for a very shiny rock, and some information on why you seemed familiar to him, and what the meaning might be of this space. However, after that, the party experienced something strange and wonderful in occurrence. A one-shot deemed by our very own Eric. Claps for Eric.
Hey.
Well done, well done.
I did it, guys. Did a thing.
However, do not make the mistake of thinking that those events and stories were isolated to that tale, for they certainly were not. For as we know, some things change and some things remain the same. And with that, please welcome us... screwed up. Please welcome... What do I say?
As we just said,
Please join us.
Please join us.
I'm not doing a bit. Please join us as we descend in the darkness. I was doing a bit. I was not doing a bit.
That's pretty good.
I was like, who's DMing this time? I forgot it. It was not a bit.
I flinched a little because I thought he was about to musical DM again.
Musical DM.
I don't know. Game would have got up for it.
Oh, I was waiting. I was ready.
All right, you're animals and you're bears. Perfect.
All bear episode.
We've seen that one.
You're a bear. She's a bear.
There's things from last episode
Borislav.
I'm trying to unlearn.
The pines thin into open plain. Scattered stones appear like broken teeth, and you move low through this wet grass. 2,000 pounds of muscle fur and patience. The wind carries the scent of steel and sweat, of incense burning hot. They've made it easy for you to track them. The Order of Agi Solis has come south, and you've encountered them a couple hundred miles maybe north of Greydale into the woods where they're currently encamped. From your vantage beneath a half-fallen birch, you see them, hundreds of paladins and war clerics, by your current estimation maybe 400 strong, all gleaming gold and bone armor, white under the setting sun. Rows of tents are set up in their encampment, and their fabrics all stamped with skulls haloed by radiant sun. You hear voices, tens, hundreds of voices singing at once. By sun and steel we purge the darkness. Carrying on. At the camp's heart stands a towering standard, a skull wreathed in firelight, crowned by 6 eternal candles. Beneath it, banners ripple. The emblem on it catches your eye, for it is a woman rendered in divine radiance, pale skin, flowing white cloth, arms spread as if welcoming the dawn. And the likeness on it is unmistakable. This is someone that you met in Slavoka. The likeness on this banner is Requiem. You shift lower into the brush, watching. 4 figures move within the command circle that you identify as leaders. The first is a mountain of a man, gray-haired, broad-shouldered, a great sword on his back, and he takes this banner of candles that was set alight and then attaches it onto a place on his back like it's used to be there. Beside him stands a woman, polished, shining armor in the sunlight. It's almost blinding as a glint checks on it. A massive lion, feathered and radiant, rests at her side. It's obvious that this lion has wings and is like 4 times the size of a regular lion. Some sort of mythical or strange creature from Yajur, but certainly alive. There are others, but the one that catches your eye first is a familiar silhouette. Broad shoulders, ashen skin, a laughter booming that cuts through the chant. I would like you to describe Borislav's feelings as you see Vishni.
Now, he's not stupid, so he doesn't act recklessly, but everything in him right now wants to find a moment, find a piece that, if it was possible, which obviously with this encampment it's not, but he's just burning rage boiling inside. And definitely a solemn moment, a sadness that like a righteous anger.
Yeah. You see him drinking with the leadership, friendly with them, part of their circle, acting as equals. He has his wild hair is bound with a golden ribbon that's new. He has a crude axe slung carelessly over one shoulder. Still, you say the sight of him, alive, thriving, even exalted among zealots, rips open some old wounds.
Mm-hmm.
There's a glimpse of Katerina's eyes, Nanya's blood on your hands. The sound of an axe that wasn't supposed to return. What are your next actions?
I think what I would do is, remaining hidden, I would use the next 10 minutes to pick up as many scents as I can. With keen scent, I would try and identify as many possible people as I could, and specifically those 4 that I saw. That lion, I want to pick up his scent. Anything that was unique within the encampment, like the smell of the candles, everything. I want to have that burned in my memory.
Yeah.
And then I'd probably just be taking notes on how many tents I see, how many troops I see, how many personnel I see, and whether or not I see people of Dorusk, if I see people of the Bright Winds, if I see people of Slavoka, all those areas I would want to identify.
Yeah. Are you returning to Slavoka after this? What is your next plan after this?
I believe I would be. I would be heading back to try and meet back up with Dragul. and to at least express my concern to him, and give warning to the Stravians.
Yep. You take in these scents, breathing deep, smoke, sweat. This incense that smells like sanctity, but with something wrong in it as well, like rotten sanctity. You step back into the tree line, and you move like a ghost through needles and snow melts until the last light of their camp fades behind you. We'll move from there. Nyx, and everyone else who's in the Midnight Gardens.
Oh yeah, we just watched him,
Give
away a
his
shadow. And a
Yep.
fox did something I've never seen it do the entire time I've
My
lived.
perspective is that
You got a rock.
I got a rock.
I'm Cece right now.
For everyone in the Midnight Gardens, the moon shining in the gardens suddenly becomes very wrong. You look up and you see that the twin moons have come so close that you swear, like if you were an inch taller, you could touch its surface. It fills the sky, both of them, bright purple light surrounding all of you. The air feels silver and heavy. The perfume and flower and bloom of these gardens is strong, bordering on overpowering. Nyx, in front of his burrow, this dark fox waits. As you look at him, his fur ripples, and he begins to circle you, and as he does, it feels like the light is bending toward him as if like hanging on, afraid to let him go. Do you know why you smell familiar, child? You all hear his voice.
I was gonna say, I want to be watching actually pretty close.
Which is the
'cause
first time you've heard his voice.
Yeah, I've
in this
never actually
interaction.
heard him.
You've
I'm so
heard like the fox chirps.
fascinated by what he just did that I've never seen happen in
But there's
this.
some kind of magical transformation that happened in this moment. Like the environment
Yeah.
kind of shifted, and now you all hear his voice.
So I want to be close enough that, like, I mean, he doesn't seem to give a crap, but that he knows I'm watching as it's happening, but just literally watching because I don't want to interrupt whatever the frick is happening.
He says, because part of you isn't yours. He sneezes, and like pollen from the nearby flowers scatters up around all of you, and you can't help but like breathe it in and You carry her breath, her shadow, my shadow. Once, before she made me her consort, I would know that darkness anywhere. The fox tilts his head, dark eyes looking up at you. You're not just Cecilia, are you?
No, of course I'm not.
Can you show me another?
I can. Insight check 15. Am I getting any sense of, like, this person means to do me harm out of this?
15. I'm going to roll. The 16 on the dice. And I think the primary thing is, like, so hard to tell. His tone is honey and velvet. But I think, like, the inquisitorial part of Cece is kind of like receding into some Nyx brain and be like, oh, what is actually happening here?
Right.
Being a little concerned. I think it's hard for you to tell. I don't think you can tell for sure with that roll.
Sebastian, I can. Just a moment. I will switch to Nyx. Ew, if my card will let me.
What is the pollen? Do you feel anything from the pollen?
A little lightheaded.
Do I know what kind of flower pollen that is?
You can give me Arcana or Nature check if you want.
I would just like to be insight checking him while he's doing this with Nyx, because I
You can
want
give me an
him to
insight check.
keep information coming out, but if I ever feel like it's about to be too bad, I would want to intercede.
Yeah, give me an insight check.
10 for nature, because that makes more sense for me.
You have no idea what these plants are.
I had
you have
0
no
to
idea what these.
nature.
I know, because that's an int stat.
25.
You're a wisdom person. 25
Anyway.
insight. But yeah, you have no idea what this pollen
Perfect.
could be. Like, and I think you've seen a lot of strange plants in this garden. As it's like there shouldn't be that much pollen. He just sneezed and suddenly like it came from everywhere. So yeah, you have no idea. Inside of 25, you said.
Sheesh.
Oh my god, there's a sick child outside of my garden?
Yeah.
I don't know how he got
Gotta
there.
get the guards to get it out of here.
Guards, get it out.
Slavoka are
Get
also.
the sick children out here, guys. They're interrupting our meeting. 25, still like difficult to pin down precisely. I will say with a very high insight, you don't sense malice
Okay.
or aggression from this creature. Is probably like the biggest thing you're looking for is like something going to happen here.
Yeah.
You do sense immense joy and satisfaction.
And being that this has been like
And
a trusted
curiosity.
guardian over like this area my whole life, it might be the first time I've seen it do something like this, but if I'm not feeling like it's like gonna cause harm, I would literally, I want to like keep inciting the whole situation, but I'm just going to be watching because, I mean, Cece deserves it right now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let
And I
it
think-
have its fun.
With that insight and with your natural knowledge, I mean, this
As long
fox has
as-
been here for as long as you remember. And so that means it's at least 60 years old.
Choices were made.
Probably older. So
so-
there's something unnatural about this fox.
Oh, for
Foxes
sure.
don't live for 60 years.
No, that makes
normally.
sense.
So,
I'm intrigued by
so yes, there's something supernatural happening with this fox, and I think that's like part of it is just very alien from what you're used to. But
I turn into Nyx, and as I do, Nyx is serious. I'm responsible for this girl. She's given you her name. You've taken her shadow. Of course, I have protections against myself. What are your intentions? I was hoping to just let her out to play for a little bit.
yes. I mean you no harm, Nyx. I mean you no harm. I mean to enlighten.
You mentioned you also had carried her shadow. Are you familiar with the echo?
Yes.
Tell me more.
What is your name?
I'm Nyx.
Nyx. Serendipity.
Indeed. I think. Insight check.
Make an insight check.
13.
Yeah.
12.
He seems very pleased.
Yeah.
Very pleased.
Most are very pleased to me.
Wait, Nick still has no
What?
idea, right? We haven't had this
No
conversation.
idea. No idea.
The
I don't know where I
fox-
picked up the name.
The fox tilts his head and suddenly one eye becomes teal, one eye becomes red as he looks at you. And they seem to like glow until they merge into purple in one eye in the center of it, and then it goes back to normal.
Whoa.
You wear her name, but not her knowing. So listen well, little echo. This is the song before songs. He circles around you again. Before sky, before sea, before even thought had teeth, there was chaos, vast and empty. And from that emptiness stirred two sighs. Erebus, the deep darkness, and Nyx, the night that dreams within it. She was not born, she simply became. From her shadow came light and day, her children, though they can never look upon her. Then came the quieter brood, sleep and death, dream and fate, blame and vengeance, and all the things mortals whisper about but dare not name. For there's power in names, Nyx. Fox sits back on his haunches, lowering his voice very softly. Nyx rides a chariot of shadow across the edges of the world. Each night she passes the gates where day departs and night begins, and she never meets them, only trades places at their doorsteps. She drapes her veil across the heavens, and stars are the tears that slip through. She does not kill, she remembers. Death and sleep are her children. She is the quiet that holds them both. When you dream, it is her cloak you rest beneath. When you die, it is her hands that catch your falling name. So now you know her, little echo. The goddess who keeps the world from unraveling in the light. And you? Are you her, Echo?
Roll to see if I'm her.
Give me an intelligence roll. I got a telling check.
Yeah, does this spark anything in me?
Mm-hmm.
Am I a goddess?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, which did you say? Intelligence? Or is it like history? What
D20, you can do history, I guess.
It's all the same for that stuff. 15.
15. Probably not.
Okay.
Probably not. Who knows, really?
Little fox, I think I am. For are we all not? But me, especially. Someone so grand, how could I not be her?
Nyx, there's a smell of sugar and sulfur, and Plop's head appears upside down hanging from a tree next to you, eyes wide. Oi! Don't you go eating bits of him again. That's not sharing. That's thievery, shadow nibbling git.
Yeah, tell him, Plop. That's Cece's shadow. That's right. Get him, Plop. I don't like it. Use your sticky.
He drops to the ground, lands with a splat from his oil, and then waddles protectively between you and Sebastian.
Hold me back, Plop. Actually, I think he's a friend. I don't really know what he is. Am I a goddess? Plop, this fox says that knows of the echo and he knows of her, Nyx, the goddess. Are you familiar? You were a guardian for me, after all, right? Is this the same person?
Plop looks at Sebastian, eyes wide. Sebastian says, the familiar. You reek of dream space and mischief, not mortal born. You've been working with him. He leans in close to Plop. Then you have seen it too, haven't you? The hollow place where his name should live. Plop's ears droop, and he glances at you nervously.
What does he mean?
I don't know what you mean, shiny eyes. He's fine. Got a name, got a hat. Mostly remembers where he leaves his shoes.
Sometimes, Pop.
Sebastian will say, names are anchors, little boggle. Cecilia, Nyx, these are masks. He lost his long ago. And the ones he bears now are patchworks over the fabric where a tear sits. Plop squirms. Well, maybe that's why she likes him. Broken things always catch your eye. Sebastian smiles.
Is that how you see me, Plop? Something broken?
I mean, we're all mending in the process, right?
In what way am I broken to you, Plop? You're a doctor? Can you mend me?
I don't know, Rishan. He just ate your shadow, Nyx.
Check to see if Nyx's shadow is still intact.
Nyx, you look down at your shadow, and it's where it should be, except, these moons are so close and so bright that it's almost like evaporated in this light, just barely behind you. But you look behind it and it moves and does a little wave that you do not mirror.
I wave back.
It does a little dance.
I turn into Cecilia. Is the shadow there?
Shadow's there. It's Cecilia's shadow. But there's also little inconsistencies that seem like it's not entirely under your control.
I turn back to Nyx. So, Sebastian, bargain was struck. It appears you now have some control over my shadow. Congratulations. I'm sure this will make the Fey realm a little bit more difficult for me to navigate in the future. But, you still have to uphold your end of the bargain, am I right?
Yes.
You owe CC1 shiny rock.
And some information. And some information.
And some information.
Well,
When he
Smarter
yells at
than
himself,
child.
but a different
Congratulations,
person, I
Sebastian.
get all questioning because
Passive insight for you is really high, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's protective over Cece. He looks out for her.
But
He
my brain
chose
is
to
like-
let her out to play in the garden. And now she was taken
they're
advantage
actually
of.
different people. This whole time, I thought you just changed the face and
Are you talking above the table or to me?
both.
Well, do you want me to answer as
Oh,
Nyx or
yeah. I mean, I guess I'll be super intrigued because the fact that he just questioned whether or not you are a goddess that had to do with Nyx has me very, very intrigued and or maybe pissed off if that's true. But also,
I don't know.
she's mad, Baroness.
no, it's not that. It just happens to be who I worship.
I'm the main character.
No. It has nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
It
Well, I don't know
has
that
to-
you worship her or anything.
Yeah, it has to do with that.
No idea.
Am I suddenly a Nyx worshiper?
Everyone is.
Anyway,
Already.
Nyx.
There's already a Nyx
Okay.
worshiper.
But I will ask you, like, actually say it when I see you do that. Be like, I'm awfully confused by this. I thought this entire time you just like to role play a little with your faces. Are you saying they have their actual own personalities, Nyx?
Suppose some of the things that our Fox friend Sebastian here is saying here as well. They have masks and perhaps there is no me. It's a difficult truth to swallow, but for me, these are all people as well that I have connected to. They have passed on, I've formed a tether with. They exist in partial state within me until I am able to complete their unfinished business and help them to move on to the next realm, wherever that might be. Cece is tethered to me. She is part of me. I'm helping her as I'm helping all of these souls that need an assistance before they are able to fully transfer to the next stage of existence.
And when you're Cece, are you suggesting she actually might take charge on what you do? Her spirit, more or less? So I believe that's what you're saying you have?
I suppose
It's not just a face?
it is not fair for them to simply be a tether. As you as a wraith tethered to this place, do you think it would be fair to only come out to play every so often? Or to be stuck inside some vessel? Cece deserves better. And when it's her turn, I can volunteer them to take the wheel a bit more.
Oh my god, I feel so much better. I held Cece's hand, not your hand. My goodness, this whole time I thought it was just weird. Okay, that's good to know.
It's not weird, that's right. I'm completely normal. This is all normal.
I'm gonna look over at the fox really quick and ask a question.
But also I might be a goddess, so...
That is...
Insight check when I say that. I have no idea that, you worship this person or anything, so... Yeah, that'll be a 7.
No. my modifier's 9. So...
Yes, little bird.
And what is it about this friend of ours that you believe has anything to do with her?
Oh, I'll tell him. I'll tell you all. I don't have any secrets. I'll uphold my end of the bargain. Bargains are very sacred to me.
Agreed. Bargain made.
The one who worships the faceless god, you think has something to do with Nyx?
With me?
Well,
Yes, I worship the faceless.
Not you. No.
the fox steps closer to you, Nyx, and you see, as he does, the area of the grass, the rich green grass around his paws pales, drains of color, not dying, just like it's becoming black and white where his paws begin to set. His voice lowers to a whisper. Pay attention, Nyx. For the price of your shadow, I will tell this only once. There once was a grove that sang, a bridge between light and death. Its keeper was called Lyre, and she tended souls like flowers. You know this place is Erendiel's echo. One day she met a man who wore no face. He gave her lies wrapped in longing, and a child. That child was meant to carry her song, to move between shadows without becoming one, to help ferry the transition for those in between. But the faceless one wanted more. He took the name, sealed the song, and sent the boy wandering. Now he walks unmoored. His shadow remembers what he does not. The fox opens his mouth, a little foxy smile. And that's why I wanted it, your shadow, a sliver of the melody your mother wove into you. I can taste it, ghost song, buried under mortal grime. He glances up, this purple moonlight flickering on his face. I am not your enemy. She would have me help you find her. The goddess who bears your name wishes to be found. There's a soft chime that echoes in the air, sourceless. The name you bear now is not yours, but it's not a lie. It is a hiding place. You may seek refuge in it. And she waits, and she remembers you, Nyx. Plop at your side, kind of tugs your sleeve. Don't like the way he says that, boss. Makes the place seem colder.
I have a mother and a father. A faceless god, of course, is my daddy, and that, but a mother now, too, a mommy.
The fox watches, then slowly he presses a paw to the soil and then into the ground and draws something from beneath the earth. And then between both paws sits a small glassy stone. Dark as deep water, shot with veins of liquid silver that move like it's breathing. A rock, as promised, a very nice rock. It hums when the stars are listening. It knows the way home when you don't.
My true home, the Grove.
This little thing was born when Nyx first gathered the wandering souls. Those who died but did not sleep. She sang to them, and they followed her voice into the dark. And that ghost song is how the ghost song was born. But one soul refused to leave the garden, so she left a piece of herself there to watch over it. The light around the stone dims, then flares again, steady like a heartbeat. The fox tilts its head at you. It remembers what the living forget and what the dead fear to recall. With it, you might call a ghost to whisper once more, or cradle a lost soul back into breath. He looks at you, Zelphira. Even vampires dream. Sometimes they dream of being alive. Hold it tight, songbird. If you drop it, the earth will dream forever of the place it fell. Hold still. Shadows make such lovely screams.
I hold still.
And with that, he pads backwards low, gets into his burrow, and then crawls back under.
Stone is just kind of out there. Is it like hovering above the earth, or is it sitting on the
It sits
soil?
on the ground.
Okay. I turn back into Cecilia. You see me have almost a brief internal conversation with her about consequences. And then she hesitantly kind of goes towards the stone. And she picks it up.
Pick it up, cooler than you expected, but still breathing, glassy, polished, shining in this light as you turn it, and these silver lines that fleck it are what seem to breathe.
Do I feel any different now that I have this and my intent is on it?
There's something. But there's something that I think you know that it will require time.
Attunement.
Yeah.
Look, everyone, I made a deal. Isn't this pretty? I did good, yes? Yes?
That's beautiful.
I'll go from being very confused to now understanding that Cece is her own person to kind of softening. Being like,
Do you think Nix is mad at me?
oh, I would assume so. You did make a good deal, and that's a very pretty rock, but it was quite dangerous, Cece. Going into, first off, that maze, this garden, has a lot of unknowns that could have hurt you. I'm very glad the fox, not that I thought he would hurt you, but that you gave it a shadow without a doubt. You didn't even question it.
Well, you seem nice. You should trust your friends.
But how did you know it was your friend?
I don't know. I guess I'm foolish.
No, Cece, you just give it a half a second longer to think about, maybe. You're not foolish. You just need to learn. It's okay. But next time, just because somebody's nice, do not give them what they ask for every time. That can kind of lead to bad situations. You're really lucky it was a fox, and this went better than it could have.
Okay. I'll try to remember.
The night draws near, and another long day for all of you. So you quickly find your way to bed. Where does everyone sleep? You go back to your beds to sleep this evening?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I'm going to go. I'm very confused. So I probably want to go straight to my room and be like, what you doing, Rick?
Hang out in the kitchen? We can make
throw
her a
some
drink.
knives or something. Maybe a
Perfect.
little
Drinks and knives.
drinks and knives. Let's go throw a little before sleep. I'm very baffled by all of this interesting new information.
Tragul, where do you sleep?
Well, I just technically woke up, so I think Tragul will go out to the woods and hunt.
Okay.
Just have some time to himself.
This night, when you fall asleep, and you do find that sleep, even you, Tragul, when you go out into the woods to hunt, just waking up, after a few hours, you find yourself becoming drowsy and decide to settle down, a moss-bitten tree under some canopies, and almost supernaturally drowsy. Even you, Requiem, for the first time in perhaps 300 years, find unconsciousness takes you this evening.
Doing what? Throwing knives?
No,
we probably went
Mid-
with
Throwing
knives,
knives
had some drinks, and then
Laid out.
we could have gone back up to my room.
Also,
Do we fall asleep cuddling?
Also, Borislav, as you settle down, customary, maybe sleeping for an hour or two on your travel back through the woods.
No, you slept.
Requiem,
Okay.
Zelphira, Tragul, and Borislav. Tonight you dream. And you dream the events of what happened the previous session. A different world. Some of you,
interesting.
the same people, but different scenarios. You knew each other in different ways.
Hot
a different
alien.
society where the faceless hot barbarian alien. Borislav the ambassador, Tragul the prince, and you all
Alive,
dream
Lenora.
the events of what happened in that session. All of you except for Nyx. Nyx, tonight, like most nights, you dream.
Here comes Daddy.
Here comes Daddy.
The bed in Skorn Manor is softer. Too soft, in fact. And as your head drifts to the pillow and your eyes shut, the warmth of the blankets and the muffled quiet of stone walls fade into something else. The silence grows. You open your eyes, and you're still in the manor room. The fire has gone cold. The curtains hang like black veils, unmoving, though no breeze stirs through them. The door is gone, and instead the wall stretches thin and tall like a cathedral, shadows stacking upon themselves. And then inside your skull, you hear it breathing. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. I will tell you above board, the DC is 25.
Cool.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
You can do it.
Let's see if
What
I
do you add?
can.
You can do it.
If you can't meet it, a nat 20 would suffice, but...
Okay. Wisdom saving throw. I will need a nat 20. Here comes though,
Do
guys.
it. You can do it.
Nope.
You try to rise, but like those dreams, your limbs fail to move.
Sleep paralysis.
And then they move despite your will. Your hand brushes your cheek, your lips part, and your voice parts begin to move on their own, whispering, and you're not choosing the words.
You thought you could defy me.
The floorboards under your bed shift and move, and you find yourself standing on the floor. The room lengthens and darkens, and you find yourself in the library of Skorn Manor. Stone floors, the shadows. You see the moment Lenora fail. You see the knife pierce her chest again, her blood spreading, her eyes wide with betrayal, even though with your own eyes you never even saw that moment. You blink, and it's not wraiths surrounding her, it's you. You look to your left, to your right, you're smiling. You look down, you're holding the dagger, plunged into Lenora's chest. The blood bubbles out, falling like a fountain. Lenora's body hits the floor. Her lifeless face turns towards you. Her face, now faceless, just skin, a mask, a blank mask, blood pouring soundlessly around her.
Why didn't you save me? Why didn't you stop them? You are nothing without him.
This floor shatters like glass, splintering into 1,000 shards. And each fragment you see this scene again and again. Lenora stabbed, Lenora falling, Lenora bleeding, an endless kaleidoscope of helplessness as you stare. And as the shards rain down, they carve into you. Shallow cuts that don't bleed but leak shadows instead of blood. The shadows coil upwards, wrapping around your limbs, around your neck like shackles. The library walls peel away into endless black, and the faceless god descends. A figure as vast as the night sky, stitched from smoke and silence, crowned by a single pale mask. And as it nears you, the mask comes so close and then rests against your face, pushing itself on you. And inside the mask that was pale becomes like shifting nebula, a galaxy.
You thought you could save her. You cannot even save yourself. Every night I will remind you, my child. Every day you will fail when you call on my power, until you return what is mine, until you crawl back on your knees, until you break, faceless as the rest.
The mask cracks wide. Inside, Lenora's scream, stretch into eternity. You both fall into it, and you wake up. You take
all your damage in your sleep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
8 psychic damage. And you gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh, gosh.
Receiving no benefit from a long rest this evening. But you wake up, sweat drenching you, and you see these cuts where the shards of glass hit you remain and then slowly begin to seal.
Man. I pull out the stone, the new one. Exhausted, mental pain, a little bit of blood coming out of my nose. I just clutch it close, and I will attune to it.
Nice. Let me add that for you.
A lot of long nights ahead of me. Cece, I hope it was worth it.
Nyx, I have added the Relic of Nyx, the Shepherd's Stone, to your inventory and took the liberty of attuning to it for you. I'll just read you the description and then I'll let you look over the properties at your leisure. The quote, "You wanted to sing like ghosts, little songbirds. Now you'll find they sing back." From Sebastian. A smooth obsidian sphere veined with liquid silver, faintly pulsing like a heartbeat. When held beneath moonlight, ghostly faces ripple across its surface before fading into starlight. That night passes. You, the rest of you, wake up, Nyx, with a sleepless night. Tragul, awaking from your hunt, having that dream fresh in your mind. Have the day before you. Requiem. How does it feel to have slept and dreamed for the first time in 300 years?
Pretty sure we fell asleep in the same room, so we woke up looking at each other like, what the?
I didn't. Did you fall asleep too?
I don't recall. I don't remember. We were dead. I don't know. I don't think I had any wine. Not that much wine. Wait, did you sleep?
I did.
I don't even sleep.
I don't.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. That was weird.
What did I dream about?
You dreamed the events of the last
Oh, that's what
session.
you said. Okay.
Mhm.
I don't know. I think I'm confused because
Oh my god.
Seeing yourself as human?
centuries. Yeah. I hadn't
Alive.
seen myself as human.
I don't know
Was
the
it
I
last
have-
time I
Love
dreamed.
And in the honor of
With an
Eric, I have
undead
gifts
lover?
for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
I don't know the last time I had a dream like that.
Yeah, the next time I see Karina after that dream, it's going to be kind of heavy.
I'm a little confused. I think I had a sex dream about Elian.
If you could pass that down.
That was awfully odd.
Just aliens. What dream?
I will say, if you guys discuss your dream in any detail, you will discover that you had the same dream, essentially. Like, from your perspective, but you both, be like, oh yeah, it was a weird dream. We went and we saw a Golthius tree and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, I had that dream too. So if you discuss that at all, you will find that you had the same dream.
Wait, this goes to Nyx.
Yes. So when you wake up, including Truggle,
like
when
we
you
just wake up
arrive
with
back
these?
in the manor, you will find that Karina has left packages in front of your doors. So Requiem and Zelphira, all 3 packages are in front of your doors, including the one for Nyx. And Tragul, Karina's left it like somewhere where she thought you would find it, like the breakfast table or something addressed to you.
This keep harmful.
And it does contain the items that you received in the last session.
Oh,
so,
that's cool.
Requiem's belt, Zelphira's
I pull
armor,
up some really
Tragul's
shiny,
armor,
really cool myth.
and the bag for
Real.
Nyx.
I was going to say, I don't see the...
Oh wait, did the Nyx get the bag?
Virelia.
Bag of holding.
Man purse of containment.
I'd
this,
be like, oh, this is a cool item. Should we give it to Nyx or should we keep it?
That's your call.
Nyx isn't here. I'm just kidding.
No. After what Cece pulled last night, though, I think he needs a little cheery.
and Rec, you do note what it says there, that
Oh, yeah.
Karina seems like she had the same dream as you two.
Oh, yeah, it's noted. It was nice. It was nice. I'm like 5 shades of ghost red.
Saying it out loud, talking about whatever it is. What did you get from Karina? I can't remember.
I got a belt of returning.
Oh,
It's
she-
shiny.
Oh, she got all of the goodies. I don't know if you read your note out loud or not, though.
Well, you're right.
Do you talk about your dream?
She had a dream about the bakery, too.
Wait! I dreamed you guys owned a bakery. That was part of my section. Well, okay, let's be... Elian was just...
No.
What?
I
Elian?
knew it was Elian. It's
Wait, what?
Elian in the dream.
Wait, that makes no sense. You had buff... Barbarian Elian too?
Yeah.
And you guys were in a...
Barbarian.
Barbarian. Oh, well, that makes me feel a little better. It's not just me. That was very odd to feel like... I felt like... I don't know. That felt weird. I don't think I've...
Not that weird,
Elian,
though, right?
I mean... what?
You get a knock on the door. It's Maze. Countess, there is a Luca Villeneuve arriving.
Luca.
I can show him to his station if you like. No need to bother you this morning.
When is he arriving?
No, he's here.
Oh, yes, please show him to his station. I will be over there shortly
Very
to
well.
introduce myself and carry on. Thank you, Mace. I'm going to walk out and look for Nyx. I'll check Nyx's room to see if he's in it to give him his stuff.
Are you in your room, Nyx?
Nope.
No Nyx in his room. Okay, well,
Is Luma is not here, right?
Lynn would be in her room.
His room.
Luma's in... Wait, her
She's in
room
her
or
room.
his room? Her own? Okay, so... if there's no response, then I guess I'll just keep...
Oh,
Yeah, she's stretching like a kitty, isn't
Beautiful morning. Yes, beautiful morning.
Oh, is that where... No question.
Yes, morning already. Certainly passes quickly, yes?
My poor Nyx hasn't been sleeping well.
No. Not. Just my hair.
Is that just right down there? It's like Luma's room right there too. Like, is it not
Yeah.
like far?
Coming out
So I
together.
went on one,
We
and
share
then I
a
look
wall.
over and I hear the commotion. Oh, that's where Nyx is at. That makes a lot more sense. Nyx, Karina has something for you. Well, technically I have it now, but I've got a goodie for you.
Do you?
Here you go.
Ew. Well,
I almost kept it, but you've had a rough night. I feel like you should probably have this one. You're welcome.
thank you. Yes. A bag of holding and a smiley face note. This will... Thank you.
And muffins.
Why are you so
I'm gonna run
tired?
downstairs and go get everyone their breakfast.
Don't worry. No,
you back
everything's
yet?
fine.
Does he smell healed or does he smell like
Everything's
blood?
fine.
I believe so.
He looks, with your passive insight, I think he looks visibly exhausted. Like he didn't sleep at all last night. He has no visible wounds on him.
Psychic.
Although, like, maybe with your, keen vampiric scent, like a little bit of dried blood from his nosebleed. So there's a little bit of he bled last
Like
night.
a fleck,
Yeah.
at least. So you're telling me you're fine. You'll probably just see my face kind of go serious and I stare not at your eyes, I stare at something. Likely calling out that you had a bloody nose, but I don't say anything. Then I'll make eye contact with you again and be like, Luca's here. I'll be back. I need to go greet our new... What is he again? He's my
Ward.
ward. I need to go greet the new ward. Hopefully he doesn't try and stab me in the back. Oh, have a good morning. Maybe we should rest.
Yes, rest.
I'll stare at you for a little while longer.
Yeah, it's definitely not his perky self.
It's not about that. It's just you in general. Zelphira looks at you very, not even intrigued. There's a lot of questions that I don't even know how to ask or what to ask. And I'm really guarded on it because I want to ask these because I see suddenly an inkling, like a window. But at the same time, I still know you have a relationship with Daddy that I'm questioning because you've never said what you're currently doing. So,
And now maybe mommy.
And mommy.
Yeah.
Mommy and dad.
hence the intrigue of
Mummy.
wanting to ask questions. Okay, so I need to go find Luca. Would you like to come with?
Yes. I don't know why I said.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you.
The two of you head down to the entrance hall. Jesus.
I'm pretty sure my door is getting broken right now.
With you saying I
TM?
should sleep, I'm going to attempt to now get a long night's day's rest.
Day's rest, at least something.
Yeah.
Requiem and Zelphira, you head down to the entrance hall. There you see Zelphira, a person you recognize as Luca Vilnov. He looks barely older than your physical appearance. But it's obvious that there's some hard life has carved deep shadows under his eyes. His coat is too thin for this weather, patched at elbows. His hands are raw and cracked and kind of staring at his feet. He glances at the guards next to the doorways holding their weapons. And then the walls and the high windows, gaze kind of flicking around. In front of him stands Ysolde, arms behind his back. So, the sunlit path gives us a miller's son, not as a prisoner, but as ward. Luca Vilnov, you should understand what that means. He does a quick pace around him. A ward of House Skorn is not a servant, nor is he free. You will eat at our table, sleep under our roof, and be clothed in garments fit for your station. In return, you will be watched. Your conduct will be measured. Every word you speak, every silence you hold, will weigh upon your mother's bargain. He stops, kind of bending down. He's a little bit taller than Luca to look in his eyes. You will not roam without escort. You will not consort with path sympathizers, nor whisper in corners. You will study, observe, and comport yourself with dignity. You will learn to carry yourself as one protected, not as one plotting. You are here under protection, yes, but protection does not mean safety. Remember that. Luca swallows, bows his head slightly. Acknowledged. I will conduct myself as expected. You see his jaw kind of tightening. Ysolde continues to list rules, housed expectations, and you see Luca continues to look down. It sees you as you approach, eyes flick down, look back towards the door, and then lower again.
When he looks at me, I want to do an insight as to if there is anything in his eyes that seem malice. Anything of that sort. Because he knows who I am and history.
Give me an insight check.
Killed his dad.
12.
Oh, you sold me daddy right now. It's kind of
12. Obvious nervousness, obvious, you saw him glance back, and I think that was like very openly one last look, like, should I try to escape kind of glance. But other than that, hard to read.
I mean, at this point, I'd rather fear than brooding anger, so trying to leave is probably a good call. Better check than like him staring me straight in the eyes.
But he will bow after Ysolde gives him his instructions, and then Maze will guide him to... he is given a room on the second floor, kind of next to all of yours. Not immediately, kind of on the other end of the hall, but in the same level of all of yours.
Before Maze takes him off, can we like walk up so I can just, since I don't plan to like, let Hare take him and him do his thing, but I just want to walk up. Since Ysolde's there, it seems like a better opportunity than less awkward, and just introduce, or at least say, welcome Luca, and reach out my hand for a handshake.
You hold your hand out for a handshake?
Yes, I do. Welcome
Luca
to House
will
Skorn.
Bow low. Thank you, Countess. He will take it and kneel.
Oh, no, it's okay. Welcome.
Do I kiss some?
No,
I'm sorry, I'm not sure.
No, perfectly fine.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
I just wanted to make sure that you were getting all the right things. It seems, I'll look over at Ysolde as this is happening. Do we have somebody working on better clothes? We can suit Luca.
So we'll certainly get him outfitted as those fit for a station. You are a Skorn now by proxy.
Are you hungry, Luca? Perfect. I was just on my way to
I
make
could
some.
eat.
Okay, it's like I'll just now kind of give Maze a nod that she can like take him to his room and stay back with Ysolde.
3 days pass.
What?
The entire city of Slavoka throws itself into the preparations of Virelia's funeral. Mortal miners, skilled artisans, tireless undead laborers picked for the task, though less than certainly like a normal construction effort would have for this sort of thing. Many more mortal laborers than most people expected. And the city officials coordinate under Nyx's plan. With Nyx and I think it's Nyx and the Halfstone serving as foreman at this point, right? No longer Ysolde?
Yes. Yeah. Gilder is my foreman. I am more of like the project manager over this stuff. Yeah.
The funeral becomes not only a matter of grief, but you do see the citizens of Slavoka quickly banding behind it as an opportunity of civic unity. And you do know that Virelia was, though a vampire, well loved by many of the populace. And this is a chance for the living and dead alike to honor Virelia's legacy. Bells toll across Slavoka. Work crews are summoned to their sites, aqueduct carving, statue placements, garden preparations, amphitheater construction. This passes, and the morning of the funeral dawns upon us.
Each night of these 3 days, do I rest?
Each night of these 3 days, you have nightmares, similar to the one previous, and you take psychic damage, unless you pass a DC 25 Wisdom saving throw.
I do not. I'd be doing my long rest after the nightmares each day so that I can go into this without exhaustion.
Yes. So prudently done, because with stacking levels of exhaustion, you will eventually die. Yes, you do find it's specifically at nights when these happen. So Nyx becomes nocturnal, essentially during this phase, although these dreams still find you at night. But yes, so for a lot of Nyx's companions, you see him busily planning, the funeral, but almost certainly something different about his behavior sleeping during most of the day.
Can I ask you at some point in those 3 days, like after the first day of noticing, do you come out of your room at all after those nightmares, or do you just stay in your room the whole night?
So I'm nocturnal. I'm trying to get as much stuff done as I can. There's a brief period where I just kind of disappear.
And she doesn't sleep at night, so if you're out and about wandering around, she'll probably run into you at some point.
I would probably retreat to my room to take my beatings from my father, and then yeah. It is not a healthy relationship, guys. There's a bit of abuse going on here, but I just know that I
see something,
that it's coming.
say something.
Yeah,
Sorry.
That it's coming, and so I go and I take my lumps, and then I pretend like everything's okay, and I go out and deliver the thing that I promised.
I'd like to ask you, I don't know at what point you think it would be one of the nights or one of the mornings, but when we're, when no one else is around. Nyx, are you doing okay?
Of course, Requiem. A big day coming up here soon. You've been so helpful with the gardens and helping with all of this. I so appreciate your help. It's really coming together, isn't it? We're doing it. We're going to bring these people together, aren't we?
Absolutely.
Yes, it's gonna be good.
Just hope it's not at the expense of you.
Oh,
You're not.
No, everything's fine. Yeah, thank you.
When you decide to tell me everything is not fine, I'll be here baking and such. But I'm here for you, Nyx.
Yes, it's been a few days since we've been bakers together.
It's yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
The morning of the funeral, the inside air of Skorn Manor is heavy with incense, the scent of aged wood and mourning silks. A tension sits, steadily building up to this day, but over the grand hall, thick with grief and unspoken expectations, but primarily busyness. Many people here that aren't normally, many servants milling about. In the manor's grand hall, long polished tables gleam with glass decanters and crystal goblets. Among the offerings, a single wine dominates, the black rosé, prepared in her honor per Nyx's specifications. In the bottle, the wine glimmers with a soft blush, a delicate rose petal pink that catches the candlelight like springtime. But when poured, as you see servants kind of pouring out in some glasses, preparing them, an enchantment takes hold, and the liquid darkens midstream, shifting from pale pink to a deep velvety black. In the glass, it looks almost opaque, but held like against in front of a candlelight or a fire reveals hidden hues of violet and crimson, echoing the colors of her rose garden at dusk.
The glasses themselves as well, they are all roses. There is no bottom to this step. You hold this stem, and then within it is the glass kind of crystal rose, and as is poured in, it becomes a reflection of what's in your garden.
Many VIPs are beginning to gather in the manor before the funeral begins, and each guest is invited to take a glass by roaming waitstaff before departing. And as a waiter passes by, says, "A note, perhaps, if you wish," and will hand them like a pad and paper, "a memory for her garden." And we'll continue to carry on. Borislav, you've arrived in Slavoka this morning. Where do you head?
I think I would head straight towards the manor. probably just keeping a hurried pace. I think I would have traveled as warhorse. So I would ride all the way into the manor, even through the doors.
You're riding into the
possible,
courtyard.
as my horse.
Fancy people are coming
The
in.
guards are like, oh, whoa there! And you see many of the guards are trying to capture what they see as a wild horse.
Hold on there.
running
I
through
know
the-
this horse.
You know the horse?
Well, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out of nowhere and just sprint straight for him and just go for a grapple.
I'd be rearing up, but
I'll
I
wrap
kind of
around.
like softly put my hooves, I guess, like up on.
It's not a bear
on
hug,
him,
it's a
just
horse hug.
Unsure of how to do this because this is what was not expected. But yeah, then I would go back
Snort
to
in his
my
face.
my normal form and finish out with a big hug.
Are you naked? In the middle of what? No, I was like, are you naked just in the
Just
middle
the
of
Hulk
the
naked.
entryway?
I mean, when I was a horse, yeah.
Woo!
Horse schlong.
Like Conan. It's like Conan.
I'm kidding. No, but yeah, I would go back into my form and finish out a hug with Tragul and like, friend, it is good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
I have a lot of news, but first, I did acquire some basilisk eggs for you. Oh, these ones, thank you. And then some fermented basilisk milk. Huh? This is something that we would drink in the mountains. It was a alcoholic beverage that we would, as
Fermented
giants, I think
basilisk
something that we
milk.
would enjoy, but
Absolutely.
is something that reminded me of home, and so brought it for him.
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna be following you.
I was going to ask Zelphira with
I'm probably in my room still.
Minnie. Yeah, you know that like the guests are beginning to arrive downstairs.
I'm probably staring out my window, watching people arrive, but in my room. I'm waiting till basically I have to come down, like where it'll start being like a, why isn't she down here type question before I choose to go down.
Staring out your window. You see a large dark stallion ride in, and then you hear some commotion.
Would you let me be in there at any point with you?
A few minutes later,
I wouldn't.
you
It's not
see
locked.
a dark caravan approach. A long cart covered with black veils bearing the banner of House Skorn. And you know that this is the caravan of your parents,
I can say it's mom, isn't it?
Valroth and Nymeria Skorn.
I would have wanted to break away from my duties and see if I could like sneak in and just like sit with you for a moment. Maybe that's when all of this is showing up.
I mean, you can if you're behind me. I'm literally probably just stoically standing
That's fine.
right in front of my window watching everybody come in and go, likely with a glass of wine. What are you?
I'm keeping it full for you. to
Likely
go.
with a glass of wine,
It's a
just
above board thing.
swirling.
But I just want to say, like, everyone is here for her today, and rightfully so. But if you need anything, I am here. 'Cause I don't.
Thank you, Rack. Need to not miss. That's about it.
Oh, you won't.
I see my mother. I believe that means it's time to go downstairs.
Have
we met?
met? Probably would have never had any run-in with them. Well, I'll be
I'll probably,
there for that too.
I guess for today, I'm probably more in. Yeah, I didn't realize we'd go straight into this. Probably more in like a black, almost all the way up gown thing. Very vampy, but very, very all black all the way up. It still has to look more elegant or royal and be like on the dressy side, but it's like we're concealed.
Yeah.
It's very.
Still wear your mithril armor underneath.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And the nice thing about that is you can't really even tell it's under anything unless you catch it in a tiny bit of light. That thing's badass.
So you do go downstairs to greet your parents.
Yeah, I will start to and probably double check, make sure I have whatever I need. got my quiver, or not my quiver, I've got all my stuff. But I do need to make sure. Can't remember. Did she already give me the arrows?
Karina would have given you the arrow before
Yeah.
today, yes.
I was like, I thought she already did. So
One
I'd
arrow.
make sure I have that, or be asking to make sure it's in the right area and secured for the end of ceremony. But yeah, I actually probably would have given it to Isolt and talked with him about making sure
it'd
it's in
probably
the
be normal for them to have it waiting
Yeah,
for
I was going
you.
to say it would be waiting in that
funeral
area and not
area.
I wouldn't be carrying it around. Got my arrow.
So with Requiem behind you, you descend the staircase to your grand hall. And as you're descending, you see the doors to your manor creak open. The guards stand to attention as your father, Valroth, approaches quietly. He wears deep violet mourning robes, his ageless face somehow lined with wear, though his tall white hair is perfectly coiffed. I think you see, in that moment, you just get a flash of Virelia, her pure white hair, as your father approaches.
That's actually what I thought of as soon as you said white hair. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. They're all white-haired. Cute.
He walks in purposefully, sees you descending the stairs, walks straight to you, embraces you.
At first, I'd probably be like a little stiff because I'm not used to people hugging me. And then, like, since it's dad, like, soften up and give him an actual, like, good hug.
He embraces you briefly, a hand at the back of your head, pulling you in just enough to offer a moment of stillness, whispers, "We've both risen now, daughter, Count and Countess. Though I'd rather it be titles earned in peace, not taken in blood."
It's good to see you, Father.
Good to see you too, dear. She was proud of you, as am I. Oh, quite the setup you have here. I will turn and go grab a glass of the rosé wine. The door creaks open again as Lady Virelia Skorn enters into the hall.
You probably see my body language just heckin' tense up. Like,
Is he sold in the room?
You don't see Isolde currently. I think he's very busy. Nymeria is the image of controlled grace, tall and willowy, with moon-pale skin, and her hair, like a flowing cascade of red silk, is swept back into these delicate, perfectly composed coils, pinned with fragments of obsidian and etched bone charms. Her robes are also kind of deep violet and black, sewn with, whisper-thin threads as she likes, with pulses, with runes of old dwarven design, markings older than Stravia itself. And as she looks up at you, her eyes twin pools of liquid silver, unnervingly bright, faintly luminous, and always watching. She looks at you, appraising, a glance that you are all too familiar with, judging your appearance and your outfit for the day. She crosses the floor.
Just put my chin up just a little bit more.
She crosses the floor without a sound. You've been busy, dear. Quite the transformation.
You could say that, Mother?
Just how much did this funeral cost, dear? Well, we couldn't help but notice all of the transformation of the city as we rode in. Well, I suppose it took your grandmother's death for you to finally step down from playing soldier, but boy, very good to have you. Who's your friend?
Welcome. I'm Requiem.
Requiem.
It's an honor to have you here.
Do you mind? I would have a word with my daughter, if you don't mind.
Requiem can stay.
As you wish. Oh, dear, it's been far too long.
Has it?
Yes, absolutely. I'm glad you're safe. Truly am. I do wish that it hadn't taken such loss for you to see reason, but, dear, you are Countess now, and that changes things. I hope you've seen now that people bow to roses, to robes, to silks, not swords, right?
You stab somebody hard enough, they'll bow just fine.
Have you planned for your unveiling ball?
I would like to actually focus on grandmother's funeral first and give her a proper goodbye like she deserves. Unveiling can wait.
Oh, this is all handled. It seems preparations have all made. Don't worry, dear. She rests a hand on your arm. I'll stay in Slavoka until the unveiling ball, just to make sure everything goes perfectly for you. You'll need guidance.
Excuse me.
Your grandma was always too lenient on you, and I won't make the same mistake.
Yikes.
Don't worry, I'll keep my critiques minimal, just enough to make sure you don't embarrass yourself at court.
She's been doing marvelously.
I'm
sure you'll witness
I'm sure.
in your short stay.
You see a flash in her eyes. Interesting companionship.
What am I reading from my mom?
You see like kind of a flash of some arcane power. And I think like very, she's your mother. She's cast Identify on Requiem. And so you see understanding of Requiem's nature.
What she
pass
is,
over her
okay.
eyes. And as she's, a necromancer, she's very interested in that. So interest and knowledge. Oh dear. I hope you remember that the unveiling ball is your chance to show the world who you truly are. The daughter of House Skorn, a future leader of Stravia. And I do expect you to start preparing immediately. The family has tolerated your hobbies, but we're here now. Time to make preparations, right?
We will talk about you staying after this. I would like to just... I would like to...
You do know, Valto Blackheart is expected at the funeral.
I'm aware.
Is it the worst man?
He's already here, Mother.
Good. You must be polite to him, even if you don't particularly like him. The rumors about his intentions are no secret. Everyone knows he plans to announce his formal courtship of you at your ball. Imagined it, Zelphira.
I wonder how he'd feel if I tried to kill him like he tried to kill me a couple
Don't
times.
be so crass, Zelphira. There has never been a union between Skorn and Blackheart. Can you imagine the possibilities, dear? Our houses combined would rival even Stravos.
How much in death would it cause?
Death is in our family business. But be courteous to Valto. Let him see the strength and grace of a Skorn. I know you have it in you somewhere deep down. And if he does grace us with his announcing his intentions at the ball, don't embarrass us with hesitations, Zelphira.
About Lariel II. You understand that he too plans to...
He is certainly a favorite option, but...
What am I supposed to say to Lariel? I'm supposed to travel to the court thing with him, and now Valtor actually said he wants to go along with us.
Field all of your options, certainly.
They just all go with me?
Say yes to all of your announcing courtship.
Suck it back in.
Let them vie for the strongest offer.
I realize, she's getting under my skin, so then I, reel it back in. This is probably the most worked up you've ever seen me get, really fast.
Does it?
She grabs your arm again, quietly pulls you in for a whisper so that Requiem can't hear. Mm-hmm. She thinks Requiem can't hear. She probably can with her passive perception, but I only push you because I love you, Zelphira. But love is not enough to shield you from the world. Remember that.
By the way, can I send Seren north? Do you recall Seren?
Can you?
I did.
Okay. Well, good.
He was supposed to be here. But I've realized over a short amount of time that Seren has a massive dislike for you, Mother. While I'm saying this, I want to be inciting any different type of reaction from her.
Give me an insight check.
Could I have incited very subtly, like when she pulled her in to say the I love you thing? Because I really do want to.
Son of a bitch, that's a nat 1. I'm not even going to add my 9.
Okay.
It would be 10, but that's...
Yeah, you give me an insight check when she pulls her in and you hear her over say, I love you.
24.
24. I'll roll. She adds 7. It's a 9.
The I love you part? No, just like her.
Oh, just all of it.
Do
All of
this
this, yeah.
because I just want to see what she means by.
You don't see deception.
She's just
Are
can't.
you
help.
still inciting
She
while
just
I'm
can't
having
be-
this conversation about CERN? Because I clearly was too worked up to notice anything.
Can I insight into that too? Just like, I mean, I've been trying to figure this woman out since this is my first time meeting her.
On that as well, like the last. What exactly are you trying to ascertain with the other insight? What else do you want to read from her? It's a very high insight.
Just her sincerity and her reactions to things Zelphira says.
You see a lifetime of a mother's ambition budding, beginning to play out. She sees light at the end of the tunnel. Her promised child who is fit to rule, who has always rebelled against her wishes. And now you see her, she comes into town and she's a countess. So you see her overjoyed. And you see her mind churning about all the ways that she can make sure this goes exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
After that, she will turn and also begin to merge through the crowd.
Oh, she didn't answer me. What a bee.
Before she completely leaves the area, I astride a mighty warhorse steed, funnel through the crowd, and I say loud enough for her to hear, "Ah, Countess, has your suitor from afar happened to arrive yet? Quite rich and handsome, I continue to hear. I'm eager to meet this chap."
The journey is long. I'm sure he will be coming along soon.
I just stop. Is she even looking? Did she even pay attention?
She will turn and look. This.
I'll like kind of look over to see if that caught her attention. Be like, I do not know.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Well, please do tell me when you do. Away then! And we charge out of the thing so I can
Strange.
continue party planning.
Oh, so that reminds me. You're headed for the Black City soon, yes?
Yes.
Strange passing. I've just come from there.
That's what I was referring to.
But so fortuitous that I'm here now. Don't worry, dear. While you're gone, Slavoka is in safe hands. I will personally see to it.
Are you volunteering yourself? Actually, are you telling me that you are going to be here instead when I have not asked for that?
I'm only here to help you, dear. Who are you going to appoint as? Have you even thought of it?
Yes.
Who are you
sold
appointing?
and I have it under control.
Then who are you appointing?
It's none of your business. And I'm like, walk off really fast.
Don't worry, dear. I'll be here.
I'm just going to be, I'll just be here and just smile.
I can walk off so I can recollect myself somewhere else. God damn it. Z, get it together. She doesn't have to get
Is she standing there with me or did she turn around and leave?
Oh, she'll turn and start. Oh, and she'll start rubbing shoulders with the VIPs.
Like, is it daytime or is it probably more in the
It is morning. Yes,
morning?
Mhm.
Is it bright out?
it is overcast, but yeah, I mean, you still need precautions.
I'm gonna walk outside somewhere to find like a quiet spot that I can like go breathe for a second,
I'll
but
just
not
shoot
die.
it. I'll grab your parasol and I'll just
Well,
slowly
there's
come
a
up.
thing there. The morning of your funeral, you will find your shabby parasol, actually the days leading up, where it went missing.
Mm.
And the morning of, you find it with a little note tied around the handle of it. Luna and I have made some modifications to your parasol.
I'll hand it to you.
Best wishes on your big day.
You
I
could
know you
probably
have
brought it
made
to
her
me.
proud.
Luma will slide behind you, Z, plant a friendly little kiss on your head as she does. And she whispers in your ear, ma chère, make me your official advisor.
Thank you, Luma. Yes.
You're welcome, dear. Don't let Nymera's voice be the only one whispering in Slavoka's ear.
I feel much better with that. I mean, you're kind of a little devious yourself, my dear, but you over mom any day.
A little devious.
It does, because I trust your heart. And that's what's important, Luma.
When you
I'll say thank you and go to walk outside.
I give her a little squeeze on the arm as I want to leave. She seems good right now. I'd like to go where I assume Ysolde is. I know he's floating around.
Find him.
Or just the things that I know he's trying to get done, and I'm going to try and get a couple of those things on his list knocked off before he does.
Perfect. Anybody else have anything before we start the funeral proceedings?
When you go to activate your shabby parasol, you lift it up, and then you notice that a second hand takes it from you, and it's able to do mage hand so that it holds itself above you.
Cool. So I go outside, I read the little note, say bye to Luma, and then I'm gonna go outside around the corner and kind of just have a little breather, activate it. I notice the hand, I'm like, that's fucking cool. God, these two, they're so good.
Perfect.
And just take a little breather before I have to recollect myself.
Within about 30 minutes or so, the funeral begins. Eric, feel free to chime in whenever you desire. But the morning is soft with mist, the kind that curls around statues and garden beds. From the grand steps of Skorn Manor, a new path now stretches, carved with deliberate grace through stone and soil, edges ringed with fresh cobble, pale mortar still soft with drying dust. At its heart runs a narrow, clear stream, the beginning of the aqueduct, its quiet babble. Nix, do you have any description for the path as they approach?
So the funeral procession now begins at the beginning of Virelia's path. As soon as people are coming out of the manor, bringing it over the bridge, and now the path starts. And so the people are now gathered there with it. Winding path along the aqueduct, wildflowers now bloom, thanks to some half stone as well as some requiem assistance. And as it passes by each of these statues, identifying a specific milestone of Virelia's life, there's also a urn at the base and a servants that are offering small little chits of paper where guests are encouraged to kind of meditate at each stone and think of her, reading the placards there below, and can choose to use one of these chits and deliver it within one of these urns that are at the base as well. And the procession continues past the different areas. It's slow, and then behind them, your official party members are able to do that. And then behind them again, the people of Slavoka, the ones that have been building this and coming together, are also encouraged to kind of do the same. So throughout the aqueduct, out towards the bone cliffs, and now the gardens, the infrastructure for the people to be able to feed themselves is coming up. And again, more statues, but little now actual kind of like huts that have gardening equipment in them and seed repositories, grooved grounds ready for the sowing part of the farming is there as well. And again, more urns and more chits. And then all the way out to the to where the amphitheater is at the edges of the bone cliffs, looking out over the world. In this place, one mighty statue of Virelia in her most regal at the end, but also thoughtful, maternal, looking over her people. And as the people have kind of funneled through those that have been able to offer prayers in these urns, they've gone and they've deposited them into one very large urn, now at the base, where the platform where the ceremony will take place in the amphitheater, and the platform where you will shoot the arrow off to the pyre below. So people are now forming in the aqueduct. And I'll pass it back to you, DM, as far as the last pieces.
Beautiful.
It's so beautiful. No.
The only thing I'll add is at the entrance to the community gardens, there is a sign above the archway that reads simply, "Grow together."
Yes, that's right.
And Virelia's statues, as you pass by them, you see in series, the first is a small statue nestled beside a silver elm, a depiction of Virelia as a child. Her face is soft with wonder, her hands curled around a blunted sword, and the placard reads, "Born in shadow, shaped in chains, a girl who dreamt of a world without them." You continue on, Virelia as a freed woman standing beside her best friend, Serenella, staring up at the towering form of Lariel. And then Virelia, blooded as a vampire, her face full of horror and hope. Virelia rising in Slavoka, sword sheathed but crown askew. There's one of her standing beside Lord Erender, her husband, her hands intertwined, and another of her in grief, hands pressed over his empty tomb. The next statue, though comparatively small, seems more immaculately carved than all the others. It depicts Virelia using her cloak to shield a young girl with the likeness of Zelphira from a roaring inferno. Though their flame is caught at light, she seems unafraid and stares down at the young girl with love. The faces, the expressions are so lifelike, far surpass the craftsmanship of the others. And Nyx, as you pass by it, you notice the faint signature of Gilder Halfstone at the base of the statue.
Does that one bring back any memories? Was that something that happened?
You interpret it as like a creative description of Virelia's last moments.
That would make sense.
The only other things worthy of note within it is there's a party planning crew now with different things, and you guys might recognize a few faces have been helping throughout this process. Young. Celeste and Aldrich Gray, the children of Martin Gray, as well as Serlina Gertwing, have all taken roles under Grigor, who has been doing the catering and this kind of stuff. But some of the magical pieces, some of the more infrastructural parts, they've been playing more leading roles as well. So Nyx has been directing, but these others have also been playing a role. And there is a signature logo that you are seeing throughout this crew, and it is a pair of wings.
Lovely.
Before this final statue, you see one of the black rosé wines and the servant nearby and the glass asking people, "Would you like to leave a note?" And then goes to ask you this, Zelphira, and then, "Oh, I'm sorry, Countess. She meant so much to so many."
She really did, didn't she?
Late afternoon now, as the mist-heavy sky is casting an iron gray pall over the cliffs, the scent of brine from the bay and ash is lingering in the wind. There's awnings of deep violet and bone white silks stretched across many of this uneven ground to allow vampires to rest in the sunlight. The gathering is large, composed of probably uniquely, both commoners and nobles, the commoners far surpassing the nobles. But undead and mortal, soldiers of House Skorn stand vigil, nobles murmur beneath hooded cloaks. You recognize representatives from House Blackheart, House Thren, House Eldrith standing at the fringes. The fog clings low as mourners gather under the bone-white awnings. Conversations hushed, eyes downcast. The air stills as the funeral bells toll their last. Mourners gathered in the square, heads turn upward all at once, and out of the gray clouds a shadow emerges, vast, deliberate, cutting across the sky like a blade. Lariel's dreadnought. His personal airship and the pride of Stravia's fleet descends into view. Its hull, black and crimson, plated in steel that pierces through this low-lying fog. The crowd gasps as the great vessel passes overhead. Its engines do not roar like mortal craft, they thrum, a resonant sound, feeling like the growl of something caged. Zelphira, give me a history check.
It's a freaking airship? It's crazy. The frick?
Balder.
Yeah. Point for Lariel the second.
22.
Access to airship.
22. You have seen King Lariel's airship before, his dreadnought, though he would very rarely take it into Slavoka proper. But you know that the legends of it whisper that, like many of Stravia's necromantic machines, the heart of this machine is no machine at all, but the bound soul of a red dragon. Its fury chained into fire enough to lift this fortress into an air. The dreadnought glides above the funeral, the black banners of House Stravos rippling along its flanks, and then it heads towards Skorn Manor to land.
We had enough things go rogue. A dragon soul?
Almost immediately as this happens, Zelphira, you see a line of attendants coming to offer condolences. At the front of them is Lady Selene Blackheart. Cloaked in shadow-dyed silk, mourning black, she stops just short of touching distance.
Lady Skorn, you have my most heartfelt condolences.
Thank you, Selene.
She doesn't bow.
It was truly harrowing to be present for such violence. The sunlit path grows more desperate, more reckless. How fortunate then you survived that blaze, all of us.
Right, survived.
I would have been heartbroken to lose another of noble blood that day.
She probably just sees my eyes narrow, and then I just nod.
She smiles.
Say nothing more.
The smile like broken glass. And then she pats you softly on the shoulder, a little too long to be polite, and then glides away, her entourage parting through the crowd. She does not look back.
Just like touch my blade at the bottom of my leg. Make sure it's still there.
The moment later, not like the next attendant waits,
Probably. I think
but then
bruise.
Parting from her entourage, come beside you, you hear a quiet set of footsteps first. It's Eldrick Thorn. He pauses beside you. He speaks hood low without looking at you. What she said was meant to cut. I'll offer truth instead. He pauses, adding, I should have done more. I failed to stop them. Failed to save you and Virelia. He finally meets your eyes, something ancient behind his gaze. I carry these failures. I will not forget them.
Do I believe him?
Give me an insight check.
The man who stood and did nothing. 18.
18. You believe him. You see there is no guard. He feels immense regret at helplessness. And then as quickly as he came, he steps his way. His shoulders rigid. You hear the clank of plate mail as he rejoins Celine. There are many other people coming one after another, nobles primarily of, those expected to be here come and offer their condolences one after another. It becomes very numbing for you very quickly. A sudden stillness sweeps the crowd. The low dirge of the Skorn clerics falter, and everything grows silent. From the mist, they appear. Down from the slope from the road that leads to Skorn Manor, two figures ascend. One is tall, seen only perhaps by the likeness of Tragul, but about 9 feet tall or so. Draped in a cloak of midnight silk, armored gold, black, long hair. His crimson eyes burn against the backdrop of huge raven black feathered wings that then fold as he walks. Zelphira, you immediately recognize King Lariel Stravos the First.
Damn, okay.
Wings.
The wings.
A crown of wrought gold with ruby gems sit on his brow. Beside him walks almost diminutive looking next to Lariel. She's garbed in white, blonde hair, pure white. Looks like it's clad from sunlight or something. She also has wings, but pale and white and soft, wholly unbefitting of this place, folded neatly beside her. Her expression is distant, eyes downcast. Lariel walks straight up to you, Zelphira, approaching with the stride of kings, and he halts before you, inclines his head.
Zelphira, my dear.
Lariel. I bow, because he's
Look at my
definitely
face, dear. You carry her face and her fury. I feared I might have to take this walk alone.
Offers a slight smile. He glances to the angelic woman beside him. This is gift. I'm told she should not speak, for if she did, we all might be struck with deafness from the sound of holy beauty or something.
I was thinking banshee, but maybe not.
Your letter was taken to heart, as was the weight of your burden. You stand now where she once stood. I do not envy your road, but I do trust your steps.
That's all I could have ever asked for. Thank you so much.
Dear, I pray you will listen closer than she did. Do not let the cries of mortals cloud your vision. They will bleed, they will scream, they will tear their selves apart without reason. But your duty is to endure that noise, as she did, like we all do.
Understood.
Mourn her today, Zelphira. Rule tomorrow. We will step back. Many others glance at him, nodding. You see he speaks to no one else present at the funeral. A circle of Skorn clerics begin the proceedings with low tonal chant invoking the faceless god. Followed by a moment of silence, black petals are cast into the sea below. Valroth Skorn, your father, steps forward, takes the podium, the wind catching his perfectly coiffed white hair. The crowd stills. My mother, Virelia Skorn, was not always a noble, not always a vampire, of course. She was born a peasant, a slave girl, to a warlord in this land, what was then called Umbria, long before Stravia was ever born. There, alongside her fellow slave girl, Serenella, she was rescued by Lariel, rescued from harsh treatment, from imminent death, from a master who believed his cruelty divine. Virelia always believed in peace, in Slavoka's prosperity. She did everything in her power to uphold the rights of the common folk, no matter what you believed of her. Even in undeath, she believed the noble's duty was to protect, to serve. She died doing what she believed in, protecting this city. Protecting you, his emotions to the crowd. And she succeeded by my daughter, your new Countess of Slavoka, Zelphira Skorn. Emotions to you, Zelphira. My mother had a final wish, that she be returned to the sea, to the place where her new life began during the fall of Port Karak, and that her heir, her daughter, fire that arrow that set her ship to ash. Emotions to you. Crowd applauds. Ysolde approaches you. Zelphira hands you a bow and a single arrow. You see Virelia's ship is slowly lowered into the bay by this elaborate system of like this gurney elevator and then set off to sea. Some time passes as the waves take it and it begins to sail off. And now's the time, dear.
Yes, of course. I'll grab the stuff. Probably sit and stare for a handful of minutes before. And then string it back, hold it. And being very dramatic. And then send it off. And send a little prayer that it is the right arrow.
So I'm up there with these guys. They're helping with that large urn. Before you do, I'm going to give you guidance.
Thanks. I don't know what I have to do for this.
Or
do I not? Because it's
I need an attack roll
Okay.
with a longbow.
Let's do.
The armor class is 15.
I have a short bow equipped, so is longbow different than my short bow?
You can use a short bow stats
I was
instead.
going to say
It won't be disadvantaged though. So just straight roll.
Well, because I was going to say because I'm not using my short bow. That's just what I have equipped.
Yeah.
He handed me a different bow.
Yeah, you can use a short bow. That's fine.
How many guidances can she have?
1.
It's 21 to hit the first one.
Perfect.
Do I need to add guidance or anything? Okay.
Yeah, you just need a 15.
21 to hit.
Beautiful.
You fire the arrow a distance, a fair distance now, not an easy shot. Your arrow dipped in sap, alight, sails off to Virelia's ship as her last departure. Virelia's body, regal and still, lies aboard this small blackwood vessel filled with oil, dried lavender, and funeral incense. Your arrow lands, begins to catch. As her vessel burns, a lone flame amongst this gray, vast sea, smoke begins to coil upwards. The crowd is silent, reverent. Even the sea seems to hold still for her. And footsteps, sharp against stone.
One last thing before that.
Yeah.
As this catches, Tragul and Borislav take cue to pour the giant urn with all of the notes within it, and Luma uses her magic and alights all of the chits of paper that turn into fire butterflies.
Wow.
And follow past the waves and out to sea with her.
I stay standing where I was because I'm happy it hit, but also not facing anybody because I'm like, don't let them see you cry.
After the ship alights and those proceedings are carried out, the footsteps echo against the stone of the cliffs, and King Lariel Stravos I approaches the cliff's edge. His black wings unfurl slightly. His blade, you see he draws a long blackened steel with veins of red crystal. He stands unmoving. Zelphira, you're the only one close enough next to the cliff's edge. You can see the fire from this distant flame dancing on his face. You see his hands that you've always noticed, but blackened permanently. Like they were held into flame for too long, but he always has these large black hands. Holds his blade, looks up at the heavens.
You should have taken me first!
And with that, he drives his sword into the stone at his feet. A moment later, a thunderclap splits the air. Lightning answers him from somewhere higher, and a bolt crashes into the sword, erupting in white fire. The ground shudders, and the cliff beneath Lariel's feet shakes, bends, and then fractures and collapses, great chunks of black rock crashing into the sea below. Subtle screams among the cloud, trying to shush themselves. The guards move. Lariel stands, like, to go rescue him, and Lariel stands untouched at the edge. He turns without a word, leaving his sword buried in the cliffside, and walks towards the crowd. Past your side, Zelphira. As he passes by you, he stops breathing. Close enough to touch. You smell him, coppery, like blood, like lightning. Do you do anything?
You smell him like blood, like he is bleeding?
You smell blood. You smell lightning.
I don't think I do. I think I note it. I probably would have held very still during that whole moment because he came up towards me and just watch his interactions and pull it for later. And no, I don't think I would have touched him. I think I would have noted the smell and put it away for later because that's very... Can I see, like, does he look like he's bleeding? Do I catch that? Because I'm smelling a weird lightning and blood.
You don't see any source of blood. You see his eyes burning red, crimson, but they always are.
No, I think I would have let him pass and then inspect without touching it, kind of like look at the sword since he left it there to see what it
He'll
looks
pass
like.
by you wordlessly, put a hand on your arm. Large, rough hand.
I would probably
Gentle grasp.
touch his hand gently.
His hand blackened and burned. And drops away and then walks off towards the crowd. And that's where we'll end this session.
Touches wings.
Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Dude, what is
But
this?
did Lariel have the dream too?
Lariel also had the alien.
The sexy alien.
We all had the elegant with all of our dreams.